Alright, so the Vancouver Canucks just finished off their game against the Washington Capitals, and I don't know if it was just me, but this game seemed to go by very quickly. Like, I look at the clock at one point, and it's 2-1 for the Capitals, and then before you know it, it's 3 minutes left in the game, the Canucks have pulled the Smith, and we're trying to even things out in the hockey game, which we don't do in the end, and that's fine. I'm not too buzzed about the loss in general because we're pretty cemented into a playoff spot. It's the Capitals, after all, that need the points, and even though they're not going to make the playoffs, this sure does make their race a little bit more interesting, so fair play to them. To be completely honest with you, the Caps play a very boring brand of hockey, and there were a couple of key moments within this game that really sucked the life out of it. And listen, there's no reason to get upset about stuff like that because there's really nothing you can do about it. It's just annoying, and I hope it doesn't interfere with the Canucks in the playoffs because that would be a real shame. That being said though, the Canucks did not play a good game today. I don't want anyone sugarcoating it. Tocchet said it in his post-game interview, and I have to agree with him. To be honest with you, the Canucks looked a little bit scared to make some mistakes today. Playing on the perimeter a lot, not getting the shots through, and when it came to it, a couple of our stars really didn't show up when they had to, and that's what costed us the game. So we can say what we want about the refs, but at the end of the day, it's the Washington Capitals, and we really should have beat them. We only scored 1 goal on them, which, I mean, that's not deserving in itself, so it is what it is. Without further ado, let's move on to discuss what went down in the hockey game. The Canucks start this game off similar to the way they did last game, getting the opening goal early on in the first. This time it's Quinn Hughes who makes a nice play here on TJ. She loses the puck temporarily, but then gets it back and then throws it on goal where Brock Boeser is there to tip it home for his 36th goal of the season. A great bounce back after a pretty poor performance in the third against the Avalanche, and we are off to the races, 1-0 for the boys in blue. And to be honest with you, that's really the only thing that actually happened in that first period. I mean, the Canucks had some good pressure, but couldn't extend the lead. And then the Caps came back with a couple chances of their own at the end of the first period, but weren't able to get it by DeSmith. And yeah, nothing else really happened, so I guess we can just move forward to the second. And now listen, in the second there was a moment that completely changed the complexion of this hockey game. I'm not going to complain about it, so don't come at me for that, but I want you just to have a look at this. The Canucks clear the zone, and then Giuseppe is in a race to negate the icing call. It is a pretty close race to be fair, but look at this image right here, and you tell me what you think. The ref called this icing, and before you agree with him in the comment section below, take a look at this tweet. So yeah, the ref realized that he did screw up, apologized to Tocchet, and there's a reason why he apologized, is because that icing call led to this. Yeah, the Capitals get themselves on the board, tie the game up, and now they have themselves all the momentum. So it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and whine about it because there's nothing you can do, but it's just a shame that stuff like this dictates hockey games, because just after that, the Capitals get themselves another goal. It's Alex Ovechkin who parked himself in front, and they get themselves a bit of a lucky break as DeSmith is out of position. And man, Ovechkin gets himself closer to the Gretzky record. He doesn't do anything other than park himself in front of the net and try and tap in goals, so fair enough to him. But if he wants any chance at that record, he's going to have to do a conditioning stint next season. But yeah, Capitals go up 2-1, and after that, the Canucks didn't really have much of a pushback. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were a couple of chances here and there, but a lot of stuff that was just unthreatening on the perimeter. And the clock just kind of went down, and that was the game. So, as much as I want to blame the refs for that call, if you want to win hockey games, you have to score more than once. So this game is completely on the Canucks. I mean, thankfully, we do have ourselves a bit of a cushion, and we are going to make the playoffs, but if we want to do any damage in the playoffs, we're going to have to up it. The calls aren't always going to go our way, and the opponents are going to be strong. So, I don't know what to tell you. The Canucks lose again. We're back at it on Tuesday against the Buffalo Sabres. We'll see what happens there. I'll have a video tomorrow out, but yeah, man, thank you guys so much for watching this one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Peace out, and take care.